What's up, y'all? It's Daniel the Shoemmelier, and this past week, or weekend, if your weekend starts on Thursday, Nike released their much-hyped Mind 001 and 002. The one, a clog, the two, a shoe. And they had 3 different colorways for sneakers release, and your boy entered for all 3 and struck out on the one I wanted, the bone, and the red one. But I did manage to get this light gray colorway, which seems to be the colorway that I see a lot of people reviewing online. We hit Thursday morning. This arrived early Saturday morning, so I was able to wear this for the better part of Saturday and Sunday in my house. Now, this was a sneaker or shoe or whatever you want to call it that I considered to be maybe a shoe that replaces the shoes I already wear inside my house. Now, I have hardwood floors throughout the entire house. There are some rugs thrown around the house, but for the most part, it's 85% hardwood. So I like to wear either a Boost slide or I've been wearing the Nike Reactx Rejuven8 as a house shoe. And those both have been very good. I can wear them without socks. I can wear them with socks. Now, I'm in Texas. So right now it's about 63 degrees. We are in winter time right now. So my comments about the feel and the fit, keep in mind, they have to do with the climate as well. So like I said, I thought that these would completely replace, and I've seen people talk about how comfortable these are and how good these are, and these are definitely going to be a house shoe. And I will say, yes, these will be a great house shoe for people. And maybe these will be a good going to the gym or walking around the neighborhood or checking your mail or walking your dog shoe. But for me, I'm not entirely convinced yet that this is a suitable replacement or even an alternative for house shoes for me. That's right. I am thinking that I would still rather prefer to wear my Adidas Boost slides or the Nike Reactx Rejuven8. Now, when I say that, I am wearing the slides, the Nike Reactx Rejuven8 slides, not the mule, which I love those shoes, but those aren't house shoes. We're talking about the slides. Now, let's get fit. Let's get right to it. That's what you want, fit. I ordered a size 9. Now, 9 is considered my true to size, though I get a 9.5 in Nike and Jordan brand basketball. I don't like lockdown. I like wiggle room, so I get a 9. In the Adidas Boost slides, I'm a 9. Those fit perfectly. In both the Reactx Rejuven8 Mule as well as the slides, I'm a 9. Plenty of room, fits great, wonderfully comfortable, fantastic. This did not fit the same way. I will say that, this has this little cup here, this little lid on the back where your heel goes. Right? And it's a shoe. It's more of a shoe than the slides. My right foot is slightly bigger than my left foot. A lot of people have that happen, not like enough where I need to get like a 9.5 and a 9. But what I will say is that if they did offer half sizes, and they don't, I should have gone up to a 9.5. I'm actually thinking that I'm going to try another pair of these in a size 10 because the size 9, this one, the way it fits my foot, very different from the way a size 9 fits in the Nike Reactx Rejuven8 slides or the Mule. And same company, maybe similar kind of technologies, obviously very different. This is a Mind, that's blah, 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 but they're both recovery sneakers, recovery shoes. So my first issue or complaint or con, if you will, is that it really doesn't fit my foot the way I want it to, or the way that I thought it should. Now, you may say, do you have a wide foot? No, I don't have a wide foot. I have a normal size foot. It might even be narrow in some cases. I don't know. I've never been told I have a wide foot, and I don't get wide shoes. So I thought a 9 would be fine. I haven't tried on 10. I don't know how that's going to feel. And as I mentioned, being down here in Texas, I'm around the house. I'll walk around in my slides without socks. I'm not afraid to say it. It's my house. I'll do what I want. I have worn these with socks and without socks. And yes, without socks, the fit is a little bit better. If you're wearing a thicker sock, well, it does feel a little tighter. And if you're wearing a thin sock, it's okay. But I really feel like a 9.5 would have been Goldilocks. It would have been just right. So I'm going to have to try a 10 before I give my truly final verdict on the Mind 001 and 002. But when it comes to fit, I'm not settled. I am not satisfied. So if you are thinking about getting the shoe and you're worried about fit, if you can find it anywhere, somewhere, try it on and see what size fits best for you. I'm not here to tell you to move up a size. Nike says if you're a half size, go up. Maybe I'm closer to a 9.5 than I thought, and I should have gotten the 10. But again, The size 9 React Rejuven8 Slides and Mule fit me perfectly. There's plenty of room all around the sandal. So I'm not sure that I should have gone to a size 10. There's nothing that told me I should get a 10 until I put it on my feet and walked around with it and realized that on my right shoe specifically, but on left one, my foot was hanging off the back of this ever so slightly, but just annoying enough to be like, oh man. So that's when it comes to fit. Feel. That's right. We're going double F here. Fortissimo. Feel. How does it feel? It's the much ballyhood nodules on the bottom. I have walked around on carpet. I've walked around on rugs. I've walked around on hardwood. And anyone who's been doing these reviews probably will tell you, you get the most bang for your buck when you're on hardwood floor or concrete or anything hard, because you feel more of these nodules getting into your feet. I will say I thought I would feel more. And I don't have high arches. As far as I know, my feet are normal. But I thought I was going to feel like, oh yeah, this is going to be great. I'm going to feel these things. It's going to massage. It's going to alter my mind and, blah, 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 phrenology or footology or whatever, all that stuff. And like when you see it in the Pharrell Williams removable insoles, I didn't get anything out of that. It really didn't go like, oh, this is life-changing. This is mind-altering. And it's a $95 sneaker. It probably isn't really going to do that. And I don't know that Nike really meant that it was going to do wonders for you. I work at a computer. I walk around. I walk my dog. I do a bunch of things. I didn't feel less stressed. I didn't feel more calm. I didn't feel more one with myself. I think I was just too focused on, man, these don't fit the way they should. And so maybe if I got a well-fitting pair, again, maybe a size 10 in my case, maybe then I could focus on these nodules. But right now, they don't feel like they're really cupping up into my foot. They don't really feel like they're digging in any pressure type points or anything like that. And maybe that's not what they're supposed to do. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. But it was a thick sock, a thin sock, or no sock at all, it was fine. Like for a $95 thing, sure. If you didn't say all of the whole oh, it's supposed to do this, that'd be fine. It'd be fine. It didn't feel all that special. Maybe it felt a little special, but not too special. But again, I think a lot of it has to do with fit. Now, before we leave feel, I have to say, again, remember, I'm in Texas, and I only turn my heater on kind of at night right now, and we might get a cold spell, like a real cold spell later. But for the most part, I have fans on in my house still. My feet were sweaty while wearing this. Yes, they were sweaty when they were barefoot. They were sweaty in thin socks and sweaty in thick socks. They were sweaty in a way that my feet didn't get sweaty while wearing slides, either the Boost slides or the React Rejuven8. I know you'll say, well, yeah, yes, it does have ventilation shafts here on this, right? It does have perforations or speed holes on the top, right? And there are moderately fake indentions on the side, the lateral and medial side of the shoe, right? They're there, and you're getting air coming in from back here. But all that to say is it still felt sweaty. When I was sitting at the computer, when I was sitting on my couch, when I was sitting at the table eating, oftentimes I will have my feet on the bar or whatever, and I have my sandals on, or I have whatever. After a while, I had to take them off because my feet were getting sweaty. Now, this may be entirely about, once again, sizing. I should have got a size 10 because maybe it was too tight. And number 2, climate. Maybe if I had the fans on full blast, but I shouldn't have to have. The rest of my body wasn't sweaty. My feet were sweaty. So when it comes to that, when it comes to feel, it didn't feel amazing. It didn't feel bad. It just didn't feel like what I thought these sneakers were supposed to do. Now we get to the last one. Inconvenience. One of the things that I really love about the Boost slides and the React Rejuven8 slides is how easy they are to put on and to take off, right? You walk and you slip your feet in and you go do your things, and then when you're done, you slip them off. These are, I wouldn't say as easy to put on as a slide is, but they're pretty close. For being a shoe, a mule, you still just slide your feet in. I think some of the issue, again, I'll just put to maybe I really should have got a 10. But regardless, if putting a slide on, putting a sandal on, whatever is like a 10, this is like a 9. All right, maybe 9.5. I'll give you that. Putting it on is easy. And when I mention that when I'm sitting at my computer or when I'm sitting down or doing something, yes, I keep my sandals or my slides on, but other times I just kick them off. I literally just go, right? You know what that feeling is like when you're kicking your sandals or slides off. Guess what doesn't do that easily? These things. If kicking off your slides is a 10, this is a 6 at best. That was with a thick sock, a thin sock, or no sock. And maybe all of my complaints have to do with I should have got a size 10. But once again, I say if a size 9 in a Nike Reactx Rejuven8 Slide or Mule fit me perfectly, why would I think to go to a 10? But I digress. So it's just the inconvenience of like now I have to use my right foot to kick off my left mule and then my left foot to kick off my right mule. So it takes something that was like a second long in slides to 3 seconds or maybe 2.5. I'll give you 2.5 seconds. Inconvenient. So when you put all of those together, the fit, the feel, and this inconvenience, after this experiment of these 2 days, I don't know that I really want to wear these mules around the house. I need to try a size 10. And then I can give more a definitive verdict because then I can go like, oh, a 10's way too big. Or, you know what? The 10 was just right and everything I said, I take back. But right now, because I went true to size and got a size 9, and I won't repeat it why I got a size 9, but why would I think not to? Because I got a size 9, the fit and the feel and inconvenience are 3 things that I'm like, oh, I'm going to wear a Boost slide. I'll just wear my Reactx Rejuven8 slides. And I have inside shoes and I have outside shoes, right? So when I'm walking inside, I wear my Boost slides or I wear my whatever color I designate as my inside. And then when I walk my dog or if it's like short-term errands, I go check the mail, whatever, I put on other slides, Reactx Rejuven8 slides, and I go out and I do that kind of thing. So I have indoor shoes and I have outdoor shoes. Many of us do. And I won't wear these outside. They're just inconvenient. And I don't know that I want to wear them inside because I'm too worried about how they fit. I don't like the way they feel because it gets sweaty and I can't kick them off. So at this point, this is sort of like the subtotal. Here's the subtotal verdict. I'm going to get a size 10. I don't even matter what color it is. If I can get the bone one in a size 10, perfect. I will get a size 10 in the bone. Bone. And then I'll post like a pinned comment underneath once I try it and go like, okay, this is what you really need to do. Or maybe I'll do a short or something like that, a reel, kind of an update on it. But right now, going true to size and getting a size 9 on this, the Mind 001 is a meh. 001 for me. I've seen other reviewers on social media not necessarily agreeing with me or not disagreeing, but there are some people that are like, it's not quite there. I love the way this looks. And yes, it does look like a Cybertruck. I totally get that. I think that's really, really funny. I love the way the silhouette looks. I love the way the swoosh is vertical here. I love this little license tag here on the back. I love the swoosh on the top. And of course, I love the bright orange nodules on the bottom. Like aesthetically, this shoe looks amazing. And I like that deep black one. That looks super nice. If it ends up that a size 10 works for me, I'm going to get that black one. If they do colorways similar to what they did with the Reactx Rejuven8 recovery sneaker / mule / slide, I want that like Volt slime green. I would love to see a slime green version of this. And then the orange notch, man, you might have to sacrifice comfort for fashion. But regardless, meh 001. But that's the subtotal verdict. I will update with a more final verdict when I can try a size 10 and see if any, if not all 3 of my complaints go away, or if they're lowered enough to be like, okay, it's fine. But right now, my verdict is meh on the Nike Mind 001. I haven't tried the shoe yet. I've heard many people online say that they feel the nodules more on the sneaker. I can't say one way or the other. At my local Richards Sporting Goods, they did have the sneaker, but it looked like, I didn't like the way it looked. I don't particularly think I would buy those sneakers. If someone wants to send me a pair, I'll gladly wear it and review it. But this is the one, and I'm glad I got it. To try it out, I want the bone colorway. Someone send me a bone in the size 10, or the red, I'll try it in a size 10. For science. It's only $95. So, all right, let me know what you think about the Nike Mind 001 and my thoughts. Maybe people are agreeing with me, maybe not. I don't know. I think there's a collective out there. Like, that's the response. Like, yeah, okay. They look cool. I think they look better than they feel right now, going true to size for my feet. Talk about it in the comment section down below. What do you think about these sneakers, these mules, all of that other stuff? Do they interest you? Is the price? I think $95 is a cool price for this. Goes along with what, the $80 price point? Is that how much the Reactx Rejuven8 Slides are or whatever? My Boo Slides are definitely old. And I have multiple pairs that I bought off of eBay, and I switch them out and alternate them, and I throw them in the washing machine and all this stuff. They're not going to last much longer. I really wished Adidas would continue to make Adidas Adilet Boo Slides, because those are my weapon of choice. But, you know, those Reactx Rejuven8 Slides, pretty good themselves. Pretty good. As long as you don't get your feet wet and then you start getting rubbing and then it gets blistery. But it's good. It's good. These aren't it. These aren't it. Yet. We'll see. We'll see. So let me know what you think about all of that in the comment section down below. So to all of you out there, wherever you are, thanks for watching. Stay tuned and just chill. Till the next episode.